It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw, and it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down at 4. Wilson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10. It's Wilson. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing... For sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Mack. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Mack on the counter, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play, it's 3rd down and 6.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Gay's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Colts 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Colts 3.
on first down with Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Go. Mark 22, Mark 22. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Again looking for Pittman, a better result here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson buying time to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Campbell downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
The pass.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Let's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Mack. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Try to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
The ball carrier.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Adrian Colbert. It's a gain of 5.
Wilson.
3rd and 5.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Staying on the ground and back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 44.
Now Wilson. He completes this one to Mack. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And
that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And his kick is right through.
Jaguars 21, Colts 10. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a first down.
35-yard line.
Now Wilson. That's complete out to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On the pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 57.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, it must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Tempo. Check back 33. I got one. Slam.
Now a carry from Mack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. On second down now, it's Mack.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Mack. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That's good.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Switch, switch, switch. Shift. Watch the shift. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
That's out to the left and complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Run pass. Alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And they take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.